A truth that had been hidden for too long has now come to light, and the person who found it can't stop crying since then. You weren't supposed to hear this in whispers, but heaven can't hold out any longer for justice to come. The inner truth that was once hidden has been ripped apart like lightning through a quiet sky. A family member who knows now has been having a hard time coming to terms with it ever since they found out. You could feel it in your heart. Something changed not long ago, and now all the feelings have come pouring out. A truth that's been hidden away by someone you care about has finally come to light, and it's shattering their heart into countless fragile pieces. They were really good at pretending, acting like everything was just fine, sharing laughs at dinner, flashing smiles in photos, and keeping chats brief to avoid a shaky voice. But underneath those friendly nods and rehearsed phrases, they had a secret about you that shifted everything. It was something that really shook them to their core when they first found out about it. Stick around until the end, because what I'm about to share is the reason they've been behaving differently around you. The stillness, the pause, the glistening eyes, none of it happened by chance. They've got this secret that's really been gnawing at them. So tonight, that secret is finally coming out. It's getting to a critical point. Another quiet dinner? Just one more look around the room and they'll totally lose it. Tears are bound to fall, and the truth will eventually come out. Hey, don't miss out on this, because it's all about you and only you. It's just a conversation. It's not a big deal. It's truly something special. It's something that was meant to come to you when your heart was ready to take it in. This person, this family member, used to see you in a different light. They really didn't see your strength coming, questioned your decisions, and even said things they wish they could take back now. But recently, things have changed a bit. They've noticed everything you went through quietly, what you carried without a word, and now they're starting to see they were mistaken. Their guilt has turned into tears, and now those tears just keep flowing. They think back to the things they said, those times they could have been right there with you, but let pride get in the way instead. It's like every memory is a little dagger of regret, twisting deeper with each thought that comes to mind. Stick around until the end, because what's coming up next will shed light on why the universe has brought this revelation your way. Archangel Michael is saying that this moment is really special, a divine unfolding that's here to help us let go of years of unspoken pain. A family member who used to get you all wrong has finally figured things out. They've uncovered the whole story, the things you gave up, the kindness you showed, the untruths you navigated. They've come to see just how wrong they were about you. They assumed that your quietness was a sign of being weak, but now they realize it was strength dressed in humility. All the rumors they bought into, every mean thing they echoed, it all feels toxic now, and it's really sticking with them. The mouth that used to say your name in frustration now softly whispers it in prayer. They're seeking forgiveness, not from everyone around, but from deep within your soul. They really wish they could go back, take away the hurt, and just hold you instead of causing you pain. Hey, don't miss out. What's coming up next is the moment everything shifts for you. They didn't hear about it from gossip or anyone else. They discovered it through something they just couldn't ignore. A message, a photo, a moment that showed just how deep your experience was when no one else was around. It could have been an old letter. It could have been a chat they just happened to catch. It could be that everything happened just at the right moment, revealing the truth when they were finally ready to notice it. Whatever it was, it really broke through their denial. They recognized the real you. It's not the version they showed, but the genuine, unfiltered you. The person who pushed through even when nobody had faith in them. The person who remained kind even when left behind. The person who always kept their mouth shut about them even when they totally had it coming. These nights just seem to weigh them down. They're going over those moments again, feeling that guilt weighing on them, and thinking about whether you'll ever forgive them now that they finally understand. Stick around until the end, because there's something important you should know. This is something that will totally change your perspective on them for good. This understanding didn't just hit them out of nowhere. Heaven had to shake things up for them, take away their comfort, and show them the truth, even if it meant going through some pain. They've really changed, haven't they? They've really come to terms with things, becoming more open and aware of the truth they used to overlook. Archangel Michael says, their tears aren't just about sadness. They mark the start of something new and hopeful. This truth was meant to come out so you both could find some healing. It was supposed to put an end to the quiet struggle that's been going on in your family's energy. Just a heads up, be careful. When they come to you soon, they won't be feeling proud. They'll show up all nervous. Their eyes will express what their words can't convey. They'll be right there in front of you, and that quiet moment will say more than 1,000 apologies ever could. Make sure you pay attention, because their next move is going to shape what happens for both of you moving forward. They might not say everything out loud. They might just give you a longer hug than normal, or say something simple like, "I've been thinking about you, but those words are going to weigh on me for years to come." That's when you'll sense their soul connecting with you, not to defend themselves, but to truly honor you. In that moment, try not to let anger take over. Just take a deep breath, because heaven's keeping an eye on that situation. Every choice you make, every expression you show, and even the moments of silence, they're all part of a bigger story that was written long before you came along. They'll cry not out of pity, but because they finally recognize your truth, your strength, your endurance, and those quiet victories you've achieved. When those tears finally fall, you'll see that the cycle of misunderstanding in your family will come to an end. Stick around until the end, because what's coming up next is that moment of divine justice and emotional peace you've been waiting for your whole life. My dear, make sure you don't skip, okay? Stick around until the end, because what's coming next is going to blow your mind. The truth that shattered their hearts has led them to a point where they have to make a choice. The next step they take is going to change everything for you both. They've been quietly going over their words again and again, trying to find a way to talk to you without falling apart. They have long nights, restless thoughts, and puffy eyes from tears that just won't quit. There's something within them that's falling apart. Pride, ego, and fear are all crumbling when faced with the reality of truth. They never imagined they'd be the ones shedding tears for you. But here they are, softly saying your name like it's something sacred. Every second feels so weighty now, as they finally get what they did, what they overlooked, and what they lost when they chose to turn away from you. Stick around until the end, because heaven isn't just revealing their struggles to you. It's giving you a glimpse of what true redemption is all about. This person has begun to notice signs all around them. Your name pops up on the screen when they totally don't see it coming. A song that makes them think of you just keeps coming on. They think about those moments that used to seem small but now feel really special. Heaven is gently pushing memories into their heart until they can't keep them hidden any longer. Hey, don't overlook this part, because this is where everything starts to change. Something they can't resist is drawing their spirit closer to you. Every time they try to move on from the truth, it just doesn't work out. The universe seems to insist that they confront you with honesty before they can find any peace. They keep themselves busy with work, hanging out with people, and surrounding themselves with noise. But whenever the night gets calm, your energy wraps around them. You really show that truth can weather any storm. That family member is really going through it, caught in a struggle between sadness and bravery. They're eager to connect again, but they're unsure how to get past the bridge they've burned before. Archangel Michael says, just stay calm when they finally find the courage to speak. No need to say a lot. Your quietness and being there will say a lot. Let them experience the strength of the truth you've always held. They'll talk at a slower pace. Their voices are going to shake. When they say, "I didn't know," you can tell they really mean it from the bottom of their heart. Just type "Amen" to receive a blessing. Think of it as your justice, more about understanding than seeking revenge. What they've learned is going to change everything for them from now on. What you have now is a clear sense of purpose. They used to be blind, but now they can see. You used to be hurt, but now you really sparkle. And that change isn't just about spirituality, it's also about prophecy. Their tears tell the story. Your rise is the prediction. Heaven makes sure that everyone leaves this experience a little different. Get ready for some unusual dreams. You might see familiar faces from your past trying to communicate, feel the tension in certain rooms, and notice shadows that seem to pull away. These are signs that your story is getting a fresh rewrite. The tears of those who have awakened are creating a fresh spiritual record. That family member might not spill all their thoughts right away, but Archangel Michael suggests, pay attention to their energy. You know, the way they look at you and the little pauses they take when they talk, it really feels like it all holds a lot of truth. This isn't just about what we've lost anymore. This is all about what's being redeemed. You're not the one who's misunderstood anymore. You're the one who's been picked. Just type Amen to receive a blessing. Even the ones who secretly disliked you will start to feel uneasy when your name comes up, because light has a way of unsettling darkness. Your light is just too strong to overlook now. Archangel Michael says, get ready for a mix of tears and stories. Some people will step up, tears in their eyes. People will step up and share their stories. All you really need to do is stay aligned. Keep your guard up and remember to appreciate what you have. The divine courtroom has spoken, and the verdict is in your favor. It's all about the truth. You're not guilty of the things they quietly talked about behind your back. They've come to that realization a bit late, but it's not too late for healing. Even if not everyone will say sorry, the person who's already in tears will go to great lengths to find a way to make things right. Archangel Michael says, go ahead and let them. Your next blessing is tied to their transformation, and their tears are nourishing the earth for your next miracle. They can't keep avoiding what they know anymore. Your voice now fills their dreams. Your pain is now weighing on their spirit. When they look at you, they'll see someone who doesn't need to prove their value. Your worth has always been clear to heaven, just to those who choose not to see. Archangel Michael says, hey, this is your return. It's more than just going back to family. It's coming back strong. No one can change your story ever again. Your spiritual justice is on its way, and it's going to reveal itself through tears, confessions, and those little acts of truth. Just like you were left out quietly before, now you're going to be brought in by a higher power. This family member is going to surprise you by being your witness, and their voice will unlock doors that used to slam shut on you. You're going to step into places that used to be off limits to you. Archangel Michael says, get ready for some big changes coming your way. They're beginning to find their way back to you, not because you pleaded, but because the truth has a way of coming back to the light. Just type Amen to receive your blessing. Archangel Michael mentions that this is just the start. It's not just about you being vindicated. It's like you're getting a fresh start in how they see you. Now, they'll have your back like never before. They've got your back in those chats where you used to feel really picked apart. They're finally speaking up, and you can feel it resonating through the family line. The same mouth that used to be quiet is now speaking out the truth. There's no need to go back to the same spot. Just so you know, the place is changing because of this. A single person's awakening has kicked off a spiritual earthquake. The base of those lies is starting to break apart. People are keeping you in their thoughts in a good way. Now, I'm not here as the person who brought on the hurt, but as the one who faced it and kept their grace intact. That image is stuck in their mind. Archangel Michael mentions, this shift is meant to happen. Don't let past pain hold you back. Keep moving ahead, but let their tears nourish the ground you leave behind. Others will end up following the truth they're now lamenting. The door to justice is now open. Welcome to all who come in. May you be guided by truth rather than sympathy. You're no longer a victim. You're like a channel for some serious guidance. A quiet calm is settling in for those who once passed judgment on you. They're starting to speak less. Their laughter isn't around anymore. They can sense your strength now. Not the loud type, but the kind that makes a room go quiet just by being there. The kind that makes liars shake in their boots. Archangel Michael mentions that the family dynamic is changing. little by little, in a steady and divine way. The person who couldn't stop crying after finding out what they did. They were always meant to be your spiritual buddy. They really just had to wake up. Now that they're on board, their loyalty will act like a shield for you. They won't let anyone talk about you carelessly anymore. Their quiet has become a kind of sacred shield. What used to be passive has become powerful. Let's kick off the healing process. Let's let the truth come to light. Let your name shine in every space where it was once hidden.